Well, the heat is a major concern as D.C. prepares to host one of its biggest celebrations ever. From the fireworks show to the Great American State Fair, millions will be braving the heat for the 4th of July holiday. 7 News is on your side. We have team coverage this morning helping you get ready for it. John Rogers is at the alert desk looking at the response to previous heat waves like this one. Leanna Golden is hearing from a doctor about how to stay safe in this heat. But let's start now with John Gonzalez live on the National Mall with how organizers at the Great American State Fair are preparing for this heat. John, good morning.
Adriana, good morning, and it is already over 80 degrees this morning here downtown, and with temperatures expected to climb well into the 90s this holiday weekend. Organizers here at the National Mall say that heat safety is just as important as security, and they're urging everyone to drink plenty of water. They're giving out free bottled water here at the State Fair this week. And keep in mind, if you are coming downtown, there's a good chance you're going to do a good amount of walking before you get to your destination. The Great American State Fair is serving up family fun, food, and an emphasis on keeping people cool out here.
We're working hard to keep everyone well hydrated. It's going great. We have water booths all throughout the event. Along with the air-conditioned state pavilions, this snow cone stand is probably going to be one of the more popular spots this weekend.
Definitely think with the heat, this is going to be one of the places everyone wants to go. We've got snow cones, frozen lemonade, and fresh lemonade, so best place to be at the fair right now.
The giant Ferris wheel will also draw big crowds, but organizers say long lines in the sun and warm gondolas make staying hydrated even more important. And the fair is taking extra steps to help visitors beat the heat with hydration stations, plenty of water, and cooling areas to make sure folks are staying hydrated and out of the sun. And it's not just people who need extra care. The live cattle here for the rodeo have constant access to fresh water, and large fans are running around the clock.
And you do gotta worry about, I think hydration is really important, and we keep a fan on mine 24/7, and they're in like a nice little shelter like in the shade. But when the heat really gets like this, it's really hard on them and it causes them a lot of stress.
And it's very important in this heat, but everyone's really enjoying it, staying hydrated, so it's great.
So take plenty of breaks in the shade, use the cooling stations that have been set up here on the National Mall, and keep in mind those state pavilions, they are well air conditioned. Take advantage of that as well. Reporting live, John Gonzalez, 7 News.
All right, well, the DMV, of course, is no stranger to the hot weather.
Yeah, John Rogers with us now at the alert desk with a look at the response to previous heat waves that we've had to deal with.
Yeah, you may remember just about exactly a year ago, we had that heat dome, that really soaring temperatures and high humidity that we were experiencing here. The Washington Monument actually closed for 3 days because of that. And Adrian, I know you kind of mentioned this earlier, but you may remember this too. The extreme heat caused some metro rails to bend throughout the DMV because of thermal expansion. It just got way too hot. Metro had to slow down some train cars on outdoor portions of the tracks because of the weather. And the heat usually causes some issues at our area airports. Now, the weather can lead to strong, sudden storms that can lead to flight delays, but here's a little science for you. The warmer the air, the less dense it becomes, which means planes need a higher ground speed for takeoff. Because of this, more runway is required for takeoffs and landings, and this can often lead to strict weight restrictions on hot days, which could lead to offloading cargo or checked baggage, or even bumping passengers to later flights.
One more thing. Fantastic. Our team coverage continuing now with 7 News reporter Leanna Golden. So, Leanna, D.C. is opening up some extra spots around town for people to cool down.
Yeah, guys, they are. 10 extra rec centers will be open tomorrow and Saturday that wouldn't normally be open on a holiday, so hopefully the community can find some relief, stay cool, and avoid heat-related calls to first responders here across the district. But really important to know, when do you call 911? We've got an explainer coming up here on your screen, and if you take a look on the left, you'll see all of the symptoms of heat exhaustion. Lots of sweating, feeling faint with a slow pulse, and that kind of pale look that comes across your face. That means you've got to hydrate and get inside. But if you notice you're not sweating, you're turning hot pink, and your pulse is really fast, you may have heat stroke, and that is when you've got to call 911. Really scary stuff that an expert we spoke with says can be made worse.
the very young, the very old, but also those that, maybe are taking certain medications, those that maybe are intoxicated. When you combine alcohol or even potentially, illicit drug use, anything like that, just creates a really dangerous storm.
She urges neighbors to look out for each other. We saw some kiddos splashing around yesterday. District pools will be open 10 a.m. to 6 o'clock at night. She also recommends plenty of sunscreen since a sunburn, in addition to the heat and humidity, makes it even harder for your body to regulate. Now, during this time of year, this is when we often hear those really horrific stories of children or animals being left inside of hot cars. So she says always check your back seat, check on your family and friends, look out for one another, and of course, take it easy during these really, really hot temperatures. For now, reporting live in the district, I'm Liana Golden. Back to you guys.
Well, we want to know what you think. You can scan the QR code on your screen to let us know. Is the hot weather changing your plans for the 4th of July? And right now, 52% of you say there's no change. 33% say, yeah, I'm already making changes. And 15% say it's too soon to say. You can also vote on this poll on WJLA.com.